Hello everyone, welcome back. It's Hazu here, and we're back in Dark Souls. Yes, finally back, after much, well, not much of a delay, more like a week, but you know. Anyway, we are here, we're standing here in front of this door. What's his name? Domhnall is over there. Well, I think it's once we open this door he actually relocates. But anyway, so last time we killed the giant dragon. Did we chop his tail off? We did. Good. And we got Blighttown key. You see, even the inhabitants of the depths don't want to be there, and they built this door to keep people out. Well, guess where we're going? Yay. So we're going to open this door, but we're not going to actually go into Blighttown today. What we're going to do is get out of here. And you might be thinking, but hang on, you open the door, you got the key, you got to go. Well, yes, but as with a few times with these kind of games, you can just go straight in and go through the level. And if you saw there, for a little brief moment before it buggered off, there was the rusted iron ring, which allows you to walk in swamps. Yeah, spoilers, the second half, basically, of Blighttown is a giant poison swamp, and your movement's limited, unless you have the ring. And, well, off-screen I made it so this was the last bonfire I rested at, so I could start off at the doors, and then homeward burn all the way back to here. And you'll see why. Don't worry, it makes sense. Laurentius is here after we freed him in the depths. He's relocated here.
Yeah.
He says, oh yes, it's all very good, he made it out safely.
That's a great score, so... Oh yeah. I think you have a knack.
Now it says, unless you find the magics unsavory. Now usually in these sort of questions you'd think, oh yeah, you answer yes. You say yes, you get the goods. But he's actually asking, do you find me repulsive, basically. So if you say yes, you're basically telling him to get stuffed. So no, you're a wonderful guy, really.
Yeah, wonderful. I'm sure that, you know, there'll be...
And then he gives you a flame.
What?
I'll take a fireball. And I won't modify that.
Goodbye then.
Because, if I'm not mistaken... yeah, it doesn't scale off anything, so I'm pretty sure you just make it stronger. But also, pyromancers arouse this flame. Yeah, if the flame's alive, I don't want to know what they're doing to it. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, I've also got however you pronounce that, I don't know. But got that shield from the graveyard where I got beaten up by the skeletons, and I also got the Zweihander, or the base cannon as some people call it, and the falchion, and yeah. But that's all not important, because we're going up here, past Petrus, who's annoying. In fact, did we get the coin from him? We did. Good. So what we're going to do is go this way. Actually, how am I rolling? Light. Good. And what you're going to do, so if you're playing along and you're up to this point, and you want to make sure you're not stuck on a swamp, you go up here and then you run against and then go off here. And then you get to do one of the things this game is worst at. Platforming. That thing there. So if we can Oh, as you can see, it's not the most reliable thing in the world, and sometimes you're only saved by dodgy collision detection with stuff. Anyway, you pick up this key, which is always nice, and look, it's a guy on a roof, and there's a hole in the roof. And if you remember, it's actually, I don't know if it's been, like, if anyone's really thought about it, but it sort of reminds me of how the dude dropped the key into your cell at the very start, and he was on the roof. I was meant to jump there, didn't work. Yeah, I've been playing Dark Souls 2 in my like the days in between videos, and jumping, as I said before, is with L3. Which makes it a hell of a lot more precise. Alright, let's go down to the skeletons and loop around. Do this to break your fall. Yum. Oh, I can show off the graveyard items now. So stab these fine folk, and then over here on that body is a like large soul of a proud knight or something. Do I have any souls actually to use? No, I don't. Good. What else? There's another soul item here. There's a shield on that body there, I'm pretty sure. Up here, in front of this large gravestone, with this big pile of, with this big rib cage there and that dead body, that's where that's the Zweihander or the winged spear, one of the two. Anyway, you summon this guy, and he wakes up, and he's a really big skeleton, and he's not very nice. He's also got a massive curved sword, which causes bleed, which is interesting because I don't know if it's true or not. I don't think it does. No, the normal falchion doesn't, but this one does. Lord knows why. Anyway, that body there, I'm not going to wake these guys up, but that big gravestone there, that body in front of it has another weapon. And if we can go around without waking them up... Did we do it? Okay, cool. Yeah, down here, that body on the edge there, that has binoculars, which you can use to aim crossbows and stuff. So, that's where everything is, and I got that... Oh... Yeah, I got that last episode, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure last episode talked about it. Sorry, it's been like a week as of recording this. I don't know when I'll upload it because our internet's been deactivated. That's a long story. I'll wait until hang on. Let me get my bearings. Okay. As of recording this, I've still got 1 or 2 videos of the Nioh beta to do, and then this will go up once those are done. And once those Nioh videos are done, and after this goes up, the video after this one will explain what the hell is like what the hell was going on, like why was there a delay and all that. So, of course, I'm talking about that now, and this will be uploaded probably like a week after the video's return, so people will be like, what the hell? But anyway, so you eventually, with much difficulty, make your way up here, and there's a nest with a bird ball. Bird ball, what the... Bird nest with eggs in it. They're eggs, not balls. Anyway, rest. well, not rest, but curl up in a ball, and just wait. Seriously, just wait. You wouldn't think to do this normally, but this is a thing that you do in the game. Not even joking. It's not explained to you, it's not hinted at. You just find it. So after pretending to be a bird egg, which funnily enough they did in Dark Souls 2 to get you from place to place. Interesting, that. That bird which delivered you to Firelink Shrine in the first place picks you up and takes you back to the starting area. And my character looks like he wants to die inside. Bloop. Okay. Welcome to Northern Undead Asylum. Ta-da! Okay, let's get... Actually, what's my... Intelligence 12, Dex 21, Strength 24. Yay, leveling! We'll go back to... Longbow, I think. Hello! Oh, bollocks. So, these guys hurt. And I was distracted, because I was trying... It's gonna seem really stupid, but I forgot what button does what, and so I was trying to figure out, oh god, how the hell do I switch back to my sword, and block, and move backwards? And, yeah. Of course, you know what fun happens now? I have to make that jump again. Yay. Alright. Once more with feeling. Make our way up. Again. This will happen. Occasionally I will just die and fail miserably. And you poor people will have to watch me make my way back, which is always fun. You know, usually without a ring you can get early on, but I'm not going to bother getting until later. Usually only with that specific ring can I make that jump. It's either with the ring or I actually jump it. So watch this cutscene again, or skip it, because stuff it was seen at once. And blop again. Right, Northern Undead Asylum. Again, as I was saying, I don't know what I was saying. I've forgotten. My mind's all over the place. Sorry. Yeah, life things. Anyway, I'm just gonna point out these guys hurt like a complete bitch. Piss off. And they have an attack where they do like 3 or 4 hits in a row. That one. And if they do that and they hit you with it, you'll be very lucky if you survive. You'll need to have either a lot of health or a lot of fire resistance. Go down here, which you can also just walk around, but that was the like point something quickest way.
Give me warm. Give me soft.
Did you enjoy that voice acting? I didn't. I can't stand it. Thankfully I have my TV turned down to 1 so I don't need to hear it. Yeah, unlike Nioh, there's no real audio cues to like tell you what's happening, so yeah, like, you don't really need it that much. Except later, I think. We'll need it for the channelers. Anyway, this bird's nest you don't sit in. Instead, this is... It's basically a trader. I don't mean traitor. I mean like a being that trades items. And you can't see the bird, but the bird is there. and if you drop an item in, quit and then reload the game, a new item will be in its place that the bird has put there for you. But we ain't going to do that, because we don't have anything. We have rubbish which we can give, but I won't bother with that for now. Yeah, you can give her a moss, but you can only give like one of each item. It used to be you could give multiples and get multiple of the reward back, but they patched it, and they can give like only one moss, one sunlight metal, one piece of rubbish. If you have 2 bits of rubbish and you drop them at the same time, you won't get anything. If you drop one and then you drop another one individually, you won't get 2 of an item, you'll get 1, then the other one will be rejected. And if you drop one, save and quit and reload, take the reward, and then do another one, quit and reload, you won't get another reward. You only get 1. So, something to remember. Now we'll rest here because we're looking ugly. We will go human because we don't like being ugly. What's the time? Okay. Sorry, while I'm recording this, dinner is in the oven, and I gotta put the chicken in with like half an hour left. And you're probably thinking, hang on, but chicken needs to be cooked for longer. And yes, it does. Except it's not a whole chicken. It's just those crumb chicken sort of breast fillet thingies. Yeah. Anyway, now you remember that dude that gave us the Estus flask and was like, I would hate to hurt you after death. Please leave. Well, he's come back from the dead and he really wants to hurt us. I'm not a fan of that, so I'm gonna kill him. Again. Sir, please. I like parrying, okay, deal with it. This guy's name, by the way, is not my character, the guy I killed. His name is actually Oscar. You don't find that out in the game, but in the sort of supplementary material... God damn it, I thought I dodged that. In the supplementary material, you find out his name is Oscar, according to the like design works stuff. So, there's a fun fact for you. Which, of course, everyone who's really into Dark Souls knows that, because it's one of the basic facts and blah blah blah, but not everyone does, because not everyone has the patience or just the interest to go through all of the lore and detail in the game, so, you know. And to be fair, the lore and stuff of these games is massive, so it can take a while to get through it all. Hello. You might notice a lack of blood, by the way. Again, I can't remember if I mentioned this before. Been too busy playing Nioh and Dark Souls 2 to remember. But I've turned blood off because it just tanks the frame rate. And you don't need that. So anyway, that key, literally the only reason you get it is to get this ring. That's it. There's legitimately 100% no other reason. And everyone will be pleased to know that 2 Black Knights have taken up residence in here. And it's my job to kill them. Well, attempt to kill them. See, there's one here. Hello. I don't like you. Please no. Ow. They do have an attack timing which allows you to like parry, heal, and then as you finish healing, you can then parry again. And I got a pretty shitty drop, actually. Different Titanite do different things. As you can see, Twinkling ones do special weapons and boss weapons and stuff. No, sorry, Demon Titanite do boss weapons. Twinkling Titanite do special weapons, which aren't boss weapons but aren't normal either. Red is for if you reinforce something with fire or chaos, which is basically fire, but the more humanity you have, the more damage it'll do. Blue is for magic and enchanted weapons, which is basically if you're playing as a sorcerer and you still want a weapon and you want to make the most out of your intelligence, you get a magic weapon, your intelligence will be turned into magic attack. And green is for getting magic, fire, or divine weapons just up to +5, and then from +5 onwards they sort of split up into their respective Titanites here. Divine weapons, they're not the most useful things in the world, I've got to admit. Generally they won't do much. Like, if you were to test them against most enemies, they wouldn't do... Oh good, more messages. So, my phone. Normally they won't do that much of a difference. But if you're fighting skeletons, or what else? It's skeletons and basically anything. I think it's like anything undead, isn't it? Divine weapons, divine weapons. Do I have one? Do I have a divine weapon to show off? The answer is no. I would if I went the way I usually go while playing this, but I'm deliberately not going the way I usually go because I want to show off the normal way. And the way I go is usually, it's not the normal way because it skips a bunch of stuff. But it makes the game a hell of a lot easier, let me tell you. And you end up getting a divine weapon pretty early on, like on the way to the second the second bell, because what we're doing is we're ringing 2 bells. One of them we already rung after we killed the gargoyles, and the second one we have to ring is deep underground. Yay. So, you know, we'll do that. That's where we're off to anyway. So, that's this area done. Well, not quite. This is the room we fought the Asylum Demon in. If you run towards the middle, the floor will break and you'll essentially fight the Asylum Demon again, except it's called the Stray Demon this time. Exactly the same fight, except it has a sort of area of effect shockwave attack that it really enjoys spamming, and I don't really want to fight that right now. You get a Titanite slab for it, which allows you to ascend a weapon from +14 to +15, and it's only with slabs that you can actually get them to +15. Ow, ow, ow. Shit. Sorry. Yeah, so, and there's not many slabs in the main game. There's one you get from the Stray Demon. There's one you get from finishing a quest line. And I honestly can't remember where the third is. Or if there is a third, oh my god. Why am I sucking so hard? Oh, that sounds inappropriate. Yeah. Hey! Stop it! Oh, good, it's you. Piss off. Yes, come on, naked man. Wow, he's a naked guy and he's so hot. Cause he has a torch? And he's hot cause torches and fire. It was terrible, I know. Anyway, you might be wondering what the hell that peculiar doll was that I picked up. I'll show you the description. Where was it? It'll be in here. Strange doll with strange dress, and then it says about an abomination who was in a painted world. If you've played Elder Scrolls Oblivion, you're probably on the right track as to what painted world means. It is, in fact, pretty similar. That the question away. I mean, yes, in Oblivion you go there and you have to rescue a guy by killing trolls. It's not the same, but I reckon it's similar because in this you get a specific item, you have to go to a specific painting, and then you get drawn into the painting, and then you have to make your way out by basically beating the crap out of everything that's in your way. It's actually a pretty cool level. The painted world is, as I'm going to call it. I'm not going to spoil the name. It's not much of a spoiler, but lore-wise, it's actually no lore-wise. It's not much of a spoiler either. Anyway, it's basically described in the game as a sort of dumping ground for people who don't belong, and the developers seem to have taken that message to heart because they've included an enemy which, well, there's the enemy which is basically a normal enemy version of the Phalanx boss from Demon Souls. They've also got Crow Ladies, whose model is actually reused in Dark Souls 2 for a weapon merchant. Yeah, they're your friends in Dark Souls 2 for some reason. And there's what else? There's a there's an NPC invader who is dressed exactly the same as the old monk boss from Demon Souls. So it's very much a level which is out of the way that you have to go and find, which is full of stuff where they're like, yeah, okay, this is cool stuff, we want to use it. It doesn't fit in the main game, so we'll just put it here. And it works. Anyway, so that was Northern Undead Asylum, and my failures in getting the key and the doll and the ring. I won't make you watch me get all the way back. Get out of the way. All the way back to Blighttown, the entrance. And when I get to the end of Blighttown, I'll show you the way that I usually do the game. Because if you do the way I do, you can skip the entirety of Blighttown. You just go in the opposite end and basically run straight to the boss. It's great, but you miss out on the Yaito, which is another katana. You miss out on the Shadow set, which is sort of ninja armor. And what else? Oh, the Power Within Pyromancy, which drains your health but gives you more attack power as you use it. So that's nice. Anyway, that'll be it. Half an hour will do. And yeah, it's kind of good to be back in Dark Souls, actually. Anyway, yeah, so next episode will be Blighttown. It'll probably be the first half. It'll be from the doors we opened down to about the start of the swamp, and then the second episode will be like part 2 of Blighttown, where we take on the swamp and the boss. And then there'll be a whole another lot of grinding for me to do off screen while I get humanity to do something special. But yeah. Anyways. Fare thee well, everybody.